without commitment, you never start. But without consistency, you never finish. So in this video, I'm not gonna talk too much. Well, actually, I'm gonna talk a lot, but I'm gonna show some actual like visual footage of running because haven't done that in a while. I hate filming and I don't like running with a camera and I suck at filming. But anyway, I'm gonna show you some running footage of my favorite loop that I did today. And the loop that I do a few days a week usually is about 10 miles and it's by my house. So kind of show you my local scene. Yeah, I don't know. Once you find a good run, you stick with it. It's got a good blend of, hills, a lot of off-road terrain, a couple chances to race bikers. You go through the downtown Carpinteria, nice view. So it's just, I don't know, I like it. And I like loops. I don't like out and backs. I think it's very apropos to show this because, running is my passion and this is my favorite run. And when I was hurt, I kind of was like, okay, screw the racing. I don't even care anymore. Like, I just want to be able to run again. I want to be able to run my loop. That was a measure of my, like, if I felt like I was healed enough, like, if I could run my usual 10-mile loop, then everything was going to be okay. And so now I'm back to doing that and I'm grateful. And I just want to show you guys my favorite run. Okay, so right here, this is downtown Carpinteria. This cyclist got in my way. There's a lot of restaurants, whatnot. It's pretty chill, not a lot of traffic, and it's like a slight downhill, maybe like, I don't know, less than 0.5%, but you can feel it. It's got a lot of nice trees, and now this is when it actually becomes trail. Super nice. There's it goes along parallel the railroad tracks pretty much the whole time for the most part. But yeah, sometimes you got walkers walk their dogs, whatnot. This is me trying to figure out the camera situation. I don't know what I'm doing, clearly. Let's see. Okay, this is getting near the campsites. So this is a view of the ocean, and apparently a lot of people like to camp here. I don't get it. I mean, if you have a house, why do you want to sleep outside? I don't get it, but people do it, set up tents, bonfires. Okay, this gets back to the trail now. This is a nice little section here. And a lot of times, if it rains, this gets kind of muddy. So you got to be careful with your footing, but it's good. The trails vary. You got different skills, See, there's some mud right here. This nice little hill, and then goes into this meadow area. You usually get some wind in here because it's been raining so much in California. Right now, all the flowers are blooming. It's really nice. Yeah, I mean, not much else to say about it, I guess, but it's a nice little area. Wish it was longer. Then this is the seal preserve. All those down there, those are not rocks; those are seals. So yeah, it's pretty nice. A lot of people stop to look at it. So here, okay, on the left side is more trail, but it's a loop, it ends. I'm on the right side of the train tracks, and I go this way because it goes further. It goes all the way to Rincon Point, which is where I'm headed in this video. And there's a Strava KOM that starts, I'm showing the trail on the other side right now. I like that side, just shorter. Right here is where the Strava KOM starts, and it goes all the way to Rincon. It's almost 2 miles. I have the KOM, but I'm not trying to flex. But you can see the terrain. It's a little rockier, but it's not uncomfortable to run on. You just gotta watch where you're stepping. But it feels good. It feels like you're running a gravel trail or something. Sometimes the trains will come by, and then I try to race them, but I have yet to win that challenge. Yeah, I mean, playing with the camera again. Okay, yeah. I'm trying to show you my outfit, but I can't get enough range on the camera. I'm wearing new blue New Balance shoes. I'm on all blue basically, except my hat. My hat is my sister gave me that hat. Yeah, just running through the meadows. Sometimes you'll see rabbits and stuff. Okay, right here is kind of sketchy because it gets really close to the train tracks. So you have to make sure you, like, I usually look back to make sure there's not a train coming because it takes about 20 seconds to get across that. It's really close. Yeah, so we're almost to Rincon at this point. And this goes on for a long time. But up on the left, that cliff edge there, so a lot of, you'll see like paragliders or hang gliders or whatever, people with parachutes, like all landing up there. So a lot of times they'll fly above this trail back and forth until they finally land. This is kind of cool. Nice views. One time this guy was like yelling at me and I was like, woo! We both are like wooing at each other. We had a moment. Yeah, maybe I'll show you my shoes at this point. No. There you go. Kind of. Anyway, just playing around the camera. There you go. My new shoes. Look pretty fly. Okay, right here, this is where we're going to Rincon Point. Famous surfing break, a lot of competitions. All the legends walked, probably signed that board, walked this path. And yeah, I mean, today was like, there was like no waves, so there's no surfers, but usually it's really busy. Not with tourists though, it's only people who are like local or they know about this beach. And then the next part here, I don't know, some random seashell ritual thing, I don't know, kind of cool. Yeah, that's the point right there. Nice clear day. You could run on the beach, but this is low tide. The tide comes in pretty quick, so it's pretty hard to run on this beach. You get washed out. Here, I don't know, I saw this random plant I wanted to run under. Nothing really to say there other than that. Okay, my favorite hill now, Bates Hill. This is like halfway through the loop. I never see cyclists. I see them, but they're dropping me right now. We're always going like down, I'm going up, or like opposites. But I finally got to race cyclists up this hill on this run. And I'm showing a view of this house to the right, but really I'm just showing the cyclists because I'm passing them. Which is pretty nice. But there they are up ahead. They finally passed me once the hill was over. It's like a 3/4 mile hill, but then it flattens out, and then they were actually lost. And when they passed me, they asked for directions. It was kind of funny and random. Yep. So then it gets back on the bluffs again, which is nice because I don't like running on the road. And it's just like you notice, like this whole run, it's just completely secluded, which is nice because sometimes you just want to run and clear your head, and you don't want to like, I don't know, you just want to be like off on your own. And it's very rare to find like a private place that is uninhabited, or at least, you know, not a lot of people. So I really enjoy it. Here, unfortunately, it ends and I have to get back on the road for a brief period of time. And coming up, the cyclist, he rings this little bell at me. I hate when they do that. And he waves, but I thought he was waving, but he's actually like saying, hey, get out of the way. Kind of thing. I say hi to him. I'm an idiot. But, I mean, he had plenty of room. He's just overreacting. Anyway, this is a nice little field here. There's a nice like 2,000 meter loop I do, and this is part of it, like for speed work. And it's all on trail. But you see like soccer games, baseball games here. There's a lot going on usually. And then to the left here is more trails and meadows. But I never run over there because a lot of people like walk their dogs, and there's like, I don't know. I just don't like, the trails are very single track, so I don't like people getting in my way. The trail I'm on is like more, you know, you could run side by side. It's wider, so I like it. Here's just driving range I run by every time. And the owner of the driver, I took my girlfriend here for a date one time, and the owner of the driving range tried to steal my sunglasses. So I put them down when we were putting, and then he took them. And then when I went to turn on my golf balls, I found them. Bastard. This is like a little hill at the end, like less than a mile to go. You start and finish with this hill pretty much, up, go over the highway. I just like it because at the very end of the run, if you feel like pushing it a little more, like you're feeling good in that flow state, you can just gun it up this hill, and then you get to the top and you have a nice view of the mountains on the right side, and like I guess the cars speeding at you. It just feels good, a sense of relief. And then here, the best thing about this route is that it finishes and starts at my house. So. Oh, hey. Someone's waiting for me when I got home. I'm living the life, living the dream, waking up at 8 o'clock, not going to work, having pizza, and using that said pizza box as a plate for my breakfast burrito. Just, you know, can you tell my girlfriend's out of town? Anyway, yeah, I just feel like I'm like reaching this flow state again, where, you know, you do something long enough and it starts becoming like very natural. And so I've had that for a long time in running, obviously. But I lost that when I couldn't run and I was hurt. And, you know, my knee still needs rehabbing. I can still feel it, but I feel like it's getting a little better. I'm getting more confidence to run on it. And there's, you know, I see the light at the end of the tunnel. I just don't know how far the tunnel is. And I'm feeling like when I go running now, you know, I'm able to like not think about anything. I don't have to think about, it doesn't feel like exercise. It just feels like I'm just moving. And like today, I mean, I was like filming stuff and talking to cyclists and running on trails that were a little technical and not really like fast. And I still ran a 6:30 pace for my run. And I didn't feel like I was going that fast. I wasn't really looking at my watch until like near the end, but I felt like I was going like 7:20s maybe. I didn't think I was going that fast. So that was a nice surprise, but it didn't even feel hard. You know, that's like when you know like you're in a good rhythm, where most runs feel effortless or very close to that. And this week, Thursday, so a couple days ago, I did a 10K on a bike path, just like, you know, like an outdoor, like really hard effort in 34:27, which is a 5:34 pace. It's a, you know, a minute and 10 seconds off my PR, but not too bad. I'm not mad at it. My legs felt fine. My knee was not being too ornery. It was more just my cardio. I was feeling it. I was sucking wind. I couldn't have really gone any faster, and I don't think I could have gone much longer either. Maybe 7 miles, maybe, I don't know. But I was hurting. It was good to see where I am, because I haven't done really any speed, and I'm still getting back into it. And this week I hit 51 miles, which is the first 50-mile week I've had since 4 months ago, actually. Yeah, so I'm excited for that. And I'm gonna do my first race. My comeback race is gonna be in 6 weeks at the Santa Barbara Wine Country Half Marathon in Solvang, which is about 40 minutes north of here, where I live, 45. I did it last year. It's actually the race that I won, and I had that video that was called Breaking the Tape for the first time. I'm really upset that I didn't keep that tape, the thing that you break when you win. I should have gotten that like as a memorabilia kind of thing, but I didn't. And I don't know if that's normal for people to ask for that, but I wanted it. But I didn't think of it till afterward. So I kind of need to do it again to get it back. The problem is a couple things. One is I love the course. It's hard, it's hilly, I like it. I'm not ready. I'm not in the shape that I was a year ago when I won that race. And I will not be in that shape in a month. Not gonna happen. I think best case scenario, I'm within 2 minutes of that time. It was a hilly course. I ran a 1:13:08, and I'd be happy with a sub 1:15. Let's put it that way. Don't know if I can do it, but that's kind of my goal. Another hurdle though is I probably won't win, even if I run the time that I did last year, even if I could run that time. Because usually the winning time is under 1:10, and I got kind of lucky. It was a fluke, like off year, where no one fast showed up, other than me, obviously. But no one like really fast showed up. The legit guys, The guys that are, I'm still like a 9 to 5 average Joe that just is kind of fast. Like, you know, I still work full time, and like running is not my focus, even though it's a passion of mine. But, you know, the people who beat me, you know, these people that run under 110, like, you know, they're on like a club team, some kind of sponsorship, you know, maybe they're going for the Olympic trials in the half marathon kind of thing. Like, you know, they're borderline legit. So anyway, if any of those guys show up, I don't have a chance. But if they don't show up, then there's a big chasm between the guys that are really skinny and lean and just like the equivalent of a Kenyan, but like an American. You know, I don't know if that's a thing, but like, I don't know. I don't want to call them white Kenyans, but just like, that's kind of over dramatic, but they're like just very fast, like they look like pros basically. And then there's a big chasm to people like me that are really fast, but they'll never be as fast as those guys. And there's not really a lot of people in between either. It just seems like it's kind of, at least from the races I see, it's like there's a big gap. And then a lot of people come in, you know, at like 118 and beyond. But anyway, so we'll see. But that's a goal of mine, is to do that race, try to finish podium, because that's when you get like actual prizes and stuff. And then I'd like to win again to get one of those winning banners, if not this year, next year, I don't know. But I love that race, so I'm gonna do it in 6 weeks, and I'm just training. I'm trying to, you know, get some consistency going. I feel good, and then depending on how that goes, I'll decide what the next race will be. So things are looking good so far for the sub 230 series. Fitness is going up, knees getting a little better, confidence is being restored. I feel like myself again.